Hey everyone, on This Week in M&A, we're discussing everything from floating houses to WordPress plugins that buyers will be throwing their money at in order to acquire. So let's get into it. Today's trend of the week is floating houses. Floating houses actually saw an all-time search volume high in 2022, and this might not just be for Airbnb purposes for renting to other people, but actually for people's personal residences. Floating houses are portable, they're energy efficient, they're eco-friendly, but living in this type of housing, living on the water, requires very specific and unique types of applications and challenges. So that brings an opportunity for potentially a wave of e-commerce in this specific growing niche. All right, let's go over the marketplace trends. This last week, we had 9 new businesses listed, 7 businesses sold, totaling over $2.3 million in assets. There were 773 businesses that were unlocked and considered for purchase by our community of buyers, and 1,056 new buyer accounts were created, adding $40.2 million in buyer liquidity, and 138 sellers submitted their business to potentially have it listed on the Empire Flippers marketplace. Next, as a reminder, we are offering 25% off of our commissions for Shopify store owners in light of Shopify's Exchange Marketplace shutting down just a few weeks ago. But if you're planning to sell, you should decide soon because we're only holding this promotion until December 31st, which gives us just a couple more weeks. So decide fast if you are going to be exiting sometime in the future. If you do decide to exit with us, you're essentially guaranteeing 25% additional take-home pay. Next, let's talk about passive income geeks Morten Storgard, last week's Opportunity podcast guest, and he has a YouTube channel called Passive Income Geek where he teaches people with essentially zero knowledge of online business to being able to build relatively passive online sources of income. So the way he got his start, he's actually from Denmark, and in Denmark, apparently only 7 to 8 internet providers serve the entire population, the entire country. And he saw this as an opportunity to create essentially an affiliate website where he's received affiliate commission for promoting these other internet provider services. Now he runs a portfolio of 10 content sites. If you want to listen to the entire episode, I'll leave a link in the description below. All right, next let's talk about this week's hidden gem. This week's hidden gem is for listing 65110. The current sales price, it's for $350,135, and it is a display advertising business and Amazon Associates business in the outdoors and hobbies niches. So it's a content site that was created in July of 2020, and the WordPress site features informational articles and product guides centered around a geological hobby. The DR24 site has experienced year-over-year growth in both traffic and revenue and requires minimal effort from the seller to maintain. Now, we're highlighting this business this week because of the following strengths. First is the diverse earnings. It generates revenue from display advertising and from Amazon Associates. Second is the diverse traffic. It drives traffic across the top 3 pages. They only contribute to 12.5, 3.97, and 2.73% of total site traffic. And the third point are the assets. So along with the site, the business comes with contractor, writers, and an email list of over 8,000 subscribers. Next, let's talk about the qualities that WordPress plugins have that buyers throw their money at when trying to acquire. And there are 6 qualities. The first is that it's a subscription model. Plugins that run on subscriptions, or in other words, recurring revenue from repeat customers. This is attractive to buyers because they already know where their next month's customers are going to come from. Number 2 is subscription tracking. So buyers would like to know precisely how much your business makes along with certain subscription metrics. Number 3 is customer lifetime values. The more your business makes from each customer, the more attractive to buyers. Number 4 is the churn rate. So how long your customers stick with your product. Number 5, which is customer acquisition cost. So the customer acquisition cost is essentially how expensive it is to acquire a customer. You want to, of course, make sure your profit, your customer lifetime value, is higher than the customer acquisition cost. And of course, the higher your profits per customer, the higher your valuation is likely to be when you list it for sale. And number 6 is maintenance. So buyers will pay a premium on a WordPress plugin or a business where there's already systems in place, such as serving customer support, any technical updates, marketing, or anything that a buyer no longer has to do once they acquire the business. That will make this plugin seem more like a passive investment. All right, well, if you found some of this helpful and you'd like to actually receive a lot more of this information for free, then I highly recommend you subscribe to our weekly newsletter. It comes out a week earlier and provides a lot more information, and I'll leave a link in the description below. And if you'd like to learn more about our referral program, who is successful in that program, how much you can actually make by just referring buyers or sellers to us, then feel free to click on this video, which is a live recorded discussion I had with our referral program manager, Reed. So that's all for now. Thanks for watching. See you next time.